All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Yahawah been a true name of the Heavenly Father. YAHAWASHI been a true name of His only begotten Son. I also want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of Yahshua, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today. And blessings and salutations unto the Akim out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nations but are of the nation of Israel and your father's side by blood. And I found a clip, on a brother's page, and he got all the clips. But he be bringing up beautiful clips with beautiful points. I know I did a lesson earlier this week dealing with a lady speaking about her only explanation with everything that's going on is this is the end of the world. And it actually is, as I said in that lesson, it actually is, So now this guy is speaking on, I don't know if one predates the other or not, but he's speaking on, it probably would, he's speaking about, I don't have the whole clip, but he's speaking about, pretty much Putin, Russia ready to, go to war with America. All right. Dealing with the attacks as of late, and I'm going to play a portion of his clip and get into some scriptures based off of his, the points that he's made. Let's get it.
A rude awakening is about to come. Because, we always think of war happening somewhere else. It can't happen here. It's going to be real interesting. Mind your own business one of these days. You're outside twerking, smoking weed in the car, chilling. And all of a sudden, a big flash of light happens. And then a sonic a shock wave knocks you down to your feet, making your nose and ears bleed. So that's when reality gonna kick in. Shoulda, woulda, coulda ain't gonna matter no more.
Yeah, and that light he's speaking of, and that shock wave or that wind is talking about the ICBM, the nuclear missiles, man. Okay, which is going to cause the ground to shake, which is going to melt the elements. All right, let's grab 2 Peter's real quick. I'm gonna just get straight to it. This is 2 Peter's chapter 3 verse 9. It says, Salakia, I'm gonna go down just to get real straight to it. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 10. Matter of fact, he said you're gonna be out twerking and doing your little smoking. You're gonna be enjoying life, living your best life. Now, I will say there's things that's gonna befall upon this society. Prior to that, it's not. The MOTB has to come about before the ICBMs get dropped. All right, so they have to, which is the RFID chip, man. I'll just say it. It's the RFID chip. That's the mark of the beast. Okay, pursuing the Revelations 13th chapter. It says he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. You got Elon Musk with his Neuralink, and their whole thing is to control you. All right, and put technology inside your body, and eventually it'll become mandatory. Eventually it'll become necessary with the direction that society is going to. So before those nukes drop, you might not be out there twerking and doing having your fun, but people are going to be exiled in a sense. People who are not comply, people will be sent to concentration camps, famines and pestilence, all these things that's written within the scriptures. But so But it will come as a thief in the night when these plagues hit the earth, sword, famine, death and destruction, pestilences, the things that's written within the scriptures. But let me get back on subject 100%. It's 2 Peter 3:9. It says, or 3:10, it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And as he said, woulda, shoulda, coulda is going to be too late. Reality is starting to kick in amongst a lot of people. That started about 4 years ago when everybody was doing what the hell they want. And then March hit. And as soon as March hit, you had what? That CVID, man. All right. Good old 19. OK. And what did it do? It shook up the world, man. All right. It shook up the world. Not only did it shake up the world, it really shook up Americans, because Americans are used to living a certain way. Like he said, we so used to war happening everywhere else. All right. That's why it calls this the virgin daughter of Babylon. It ain't been touched by nobody or nothing, but the Lord is going to change that, man. All right. The Lord is definitely going to change that. And it's written throughout the scriptures. OK, it says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens. Salaki, I think I skipped one. Yeah, verse 12, it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Yeah, you ought to be in the Lord's good graces, man. All right. That's why through the Spirit, he has us out there on the highways and the byways, his prophets teaching and preaching repentance. All right. Giving the people warning and admonition, man. OK, that the life that we once lived and the life that we're living in the near future ain't going to be the life that's going to be presented. All right. It says, verse 13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. That's beautiful. That's what it is. You want to be in the Lord's good graces when he show up. All right. So let me get back into that clip.
What you should have did, like protesting against this war. But you see, we've become so accustomed to playing Call of Duty that we think life is a video game, or life is going to be like watching The Walking Dead when surviving. Reality is about to kick in.
I had to get the brother Roar in there. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. Reality is about to kick in.
A rude awakening.
All right. That's what's coming to this place. Reality is going to knock. It's going to knock at the door, and everybody's going to have to answer, man. America is going to have to answer. All right. Society's going to have to answer, because the Lord, he gave time. All right. Well, he's given. And at that point, he gave time, to get things right, get yourself right. And just at that time, it's just going to be too late. So what did he say? I might have to go back to the video. I'm trying not to, just for he said we so accustomed to playing, Call of Duty and watching these TV shows and movies, and that's that Hollywood. That's that spell, the casting a little spell on you that life would be and could be like that. I remember what they did in this, or I played Call of Duty and I know how to shoot. Hey, I'll be honest. I've went to the gun range before, and I played Call of Duty before. It ain't the same. You know, it ain't the same. So just as you see in these movies, in these TV shows and things happening and they doing certain things, it ain't gonna be the same, man. That ain't the level. That ain't a level of testing you your might or your courage meter, so to speak, for lack of better words. All right, how brave you are, until you in the thick of it, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have to have YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, you're gonna have to have YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI on your side. All right. So I wanted to read this. It's a pretty nice little read, but I'm gonna kind of breeze through it. You know, this is second, and this is more so dealing with our people. But at the end of the day, it's the judgment of the Lord. You know, other nations are gonna get caught up in it as well, man. All right. Well, I would say Ezra was speaking more on our behalf. You know, but the angel was speaking to him like, this is what's going to happen upon the earth. Okay. So, you know, conversation of our people, the ones who don't want to get right, and even a little bit about the ones who will get right. But like I said, the other nations will also be caught within it. This is 2 Ezra 8:42. It says, I answered then and said, if I have found grace, let me speak. Like as the husbandman's seed perisheth, and if it come not up and receive not thy rain in due season, or if there come too much rain and corrupt it, even so perisheth man also, which is formed with thy hands, and is called thy own image, because thou art like unto him, for whose sake thou hast made all things, and like him unto the husbandman's seed. Be not wroth with us, but spare thy people, and have mercy upon thy own inheritance, for thou art merciful unto thy creatures. So this is Ezra's pleading like, hey, have mercy on us. You know, you don't have to do the things that you said would happen, and so on and so forth. Very, very beautiful chapter to read, by the way. You know, it gives you an understanding of this is the Most High's program, and no matter what we want to do, or would want to do rather, you know, the Lord is going to carry out his plan. All right. Because he has a damn good reason to do so, man. When you read in the second Peter's the 3rd chapter, and you go further up, it said the world before was taken out by water, and this world is reserved for fire, man. So the Lord sent the flood to reset the earth, and he gave what? The rainbow as a covenant that he wouldn't do that again. But he never said anything about fire. All right. So this now the world and got to that same point to where he got to hit the reset button. All right. So verse 46, it says, then answered he me and said, things present are for the present, and things to come, things to cometh, and things to cometh for such as be to come. For thou comest far short, that thou shouldest be able to love my creatures more than I. But I have oftentimes drawn nigh unto thee and unto it, but never to the unrighteous. So it's no matter how we feel. The Elder Ariala in Dallas did a lesson about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken, dealing with our emotions is not of our emotions is not the spirit of the Lord, man. Your emotions can't override the will of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All right. You might feel a certain way about a certain thing, but that's just what it is. All right. You got to roll with it. The Lord already got this whole timeline mapped out, you know. So going into 48, it says, in this also thou art marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in a latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And our people have, you know, injected themselves, so to speak, with the pride based off of what Esau has given them, man. All right, from going into hardcore bondage, slavery, into getting, you know, little civil rights, and getting having a little music, you know, giving a little music, and then giving a little space, where we somewhat segregated into now, you got black owned businesses and all of that. And people have walked in great pride, man, based off what the devil has given them. All right. But that's what happens. The devil bites you, or if the serpent bites you, you get some of that venom. It says, but I understand thou for thyself, Salakia, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plentiness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom, right? The kingdom of heaven, man. That city that's built when you got to go through those straight gates spoken about in the previous chapter. All right. That's prepared. OK. And it's not saying that the Israelites that don't make it on this first go round won't receive those things, but they're going to have a hard time. They're going to go through tough ass times to get there, man. OK. They're going to, receive that judgment. All right. And have to come back in the kingdom and be ashamed of themselves that they didn't get their stuff right, but they'll have things. They'll be rich and they'll, have the best of things. All right. But the first fruits will be above them, man. They'll come back through the first fruits, which that's another conversation. So I'm going to continue on. This is 53. It says the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten, meaning it's put to death. All right. That sting of death. All right. This is the new covenant. This is when we get in those new bodies, when the root of evil is sealed up. There ain't going to be no sinning. Shit, like, ain't going to be no sinning. It's going to be peace. All right. That's what we're working for. OK. That's what we're yearning for through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI. All right, we ain't got shit here and can't have shit here. Okay, ain't no setting up our kingdom within another kingdom. Hell no, man. You got to read the Daniels, man. That stone is going to take down all that tower, put all them crowns upon his head, which is Yahawashi, man. We're going to rule joint heirs with Yahawashi under him, but joint heirs with him as the king and within the kingdom, man. Okay. Shit, like you got motherfuckers, man. Nah, man, this ain't it. This ain't it. The Lord got something special for us, man. Starting with the first fruits, the ones that endure. All right. His elect, the ones that he's chosen from the foundation of the earth, And Lord willing, we of that number. 54, sorrows are past and in the Salakia. And in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. Yeah, with those new bodies. All right, you die because of sin. That sin is the wages of death. And we ain't sinning, we're going to be immortal. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning a multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High and thought scorn of his law and forsook his ways. They decided to continue in their ways, which was the ways that this society had given them, the rudiments of this world, right? Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous and said in their heart that there is no God. Yeah, and that knowing they must die. Be deleted, Salakia. And that's what they've said, within their hearts, within their minds. Some of our people are atheists. Some of our people believe in idols. Some of our people believe in Jesus, Yahweh, Allah, Yeshua, all of these different names that come with these different energies and different spirits. But you got to believe in YAHAWASHI, man. Okay. That's what you got to do. But they've even trodden down the righteous, the ones who came and they've done things to them, got into scuffles and fights with them, thrown things at them, tried to get them arrested, got them arrested. All right. Stomped on signs, all type of things, man. But that's part of being in this gospel. The servant is not greater than his master. So we're going to go through things just as the Lord went through things, man. But their energy towards the men of the Lord, all right, is their condemnation. All right. Verse 59, for as the things afore said shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught. Yeah, the Lord didn't create us to destroy us, but over time, Many men have sought out inventions, man. All right. I forget exactly how that precept go. The Lord made man upright, but he sought out many inventions. You know, that's what happened. Going back with the Tower of Babel. All right. Everybody want a one world government. The Lord separated us. Okay. Why we can't just do things the way that the Lord set up, man? Because men sought out many inventions. Everybody got a great fucking idea when it comes to correcting the Lord's creation. When it comes to correcting the Lord's way of life. Nah, don't work like that. All right. Like you said, thirst and pain are prepared for them. The famine, the sword, the pestilence, you know. You can see a lot of things happening to our people this year, man. A lot of women being offed and deleted, and men being offed and deleted, and celebrities being offed and deleted. Like, hey, the Lord is moving. You better give it the times. Verse 60, it says, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. How did he prepare life? All right, through the law, statutes, and commandments, he gave us a way of living that we can continue to live. All right, now we can't keep the law perfect. Okay, but through the Spirit, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. You know, we're making, laying our treasures up in heaven, making those spiritual investments. All right, and we're getting credit for that through the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, through his mercy and through his grace. All right, it says, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of wonders which thou shalt begin to do in the last time, but at what time thou hast not shown me. So that's what it's coming to, you know. It's just the judgment of YAHAWASHI. Like the guy said in the clip, you're going to be living your life, doing your thing, and then boom. You know, it won't be the nukes, but reality is going to kick in, man, just as it did in 2020. You was doing the same shit. Then what? Reality kicked in. Change the world, change your mindset, certain people's mindset. But what it is it's been 4 years, you know, roughly 4.5, you know. So people are getting back comfortable, or they're becoming back. They're accepting the new normalcy, I would say. All right. But hey, you're going to have to adjust again and again and again, you know, until judgment comes, man. All right, because the devil, knowing that he got a short time, hey, he's ready. He gotta carry out his plans through the Spirit, man. So with that, Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end. And once again, I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.